I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Thank you. Good evening, everyone. Good evening, folks at home. Is there any public comment on agenda items? Okay, we have the minutes of the June 13th meeting to approve.
I read them and I comment them. I make a motion.
Only got one more
accept
person to
them?
second.
Oh, sorry. Second.
Thank you. All in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
So carried, thank you. Let me get these cough drops. Something wrong with my throat. Approval of the minutes. I have a lot of, which I'm going to turn this all over to the town clerk, who's going to have this information. Central Hudson is offering a bill discount program for their gas and water, gas and electric. That's for low-income families. They have their rules, regulations, and what have you, and it'll be on the families that are seeking this to get a hold of Central Hudson, get the information from the town clerk, and Orange and Rockland has a similar program. Orange and Rockland's letter is short, I'll read it. Orange and Rockland, recognizing that COVID-19 pandemic has caused economic hardship for low-income families and individuals, and will implement the gas and electric relief program to relieve qualifying residential companies of past due utility debts. The program, which Orange and Rockland helped design and propose, is consistent with an order by the New York State Public Service Commission. It is also consistent with the company's desire to help low-income customers struggling with rising energy prices and while trying to afford necessities such as food, housing, and medicine. I have a flyer that I'll turn over to the town clerk. And if you remember a few meetings ago, the state is willing to forgive or pay for past due utility bills, water and sewer, and we set up a program which unfortunately is for only the town outside of the village, because that's all we could set it up for. Not that we're ignoring the village, but we couldn't do it for the village. So these are all low-income residents with their utilities that can get relief and help. If anybody's low-income listening to me or knows of someone, and I can't tell you exactly what low-income is, but they have a chart for what they consider low-income. We transferred $46,706 from the consolidated account to the accounts payable. The bigger items are Elise Trehone legal fees, $2,640. Royal Carting for hauling waste, $3,988. O&R Utilities, $4,399. RBT CPAs for our financial audit, $6,150. Rockland County Solid Waste, $16,207. Okay, if you'll notice, we have one councilman missing who notified me he was out out of state, out of town, wouldn't be back until tomorrow, so we'll struggle along with 3 councilmen. Just remember, for every motion, we need a second.
And a unanimous vote, or it doesn't fly.
There you go. Oh, that's right, too, yeah. Reports, Councilman Sullivan?
Thank you. I normally print out my stuff. My printed out sheet is at home, so I'm going to do the best I can not to digress while I'm doing this here. As always, the Zoning Board of Appeals meets on the 3rd Wednesday of the month. They've met remotely, I think almost exclusively, for almost the last 2 years. They met here on June 15th at Town Hall. They had a public hearing on an area variance that was approved. They also had an applicant in front of them who was challenging the interpretation of the R1R zone on Mine Dock Road. The applicant very quickly realized that the R1R zone is very well documented by the town and chose to go another direction. And I won't go too far into it except to say Justin's going to help me to figure out what the word detached means. Because you can have a detached single or 2-family unit in that zone, but we don't know what detached means, so he's going to help me out with that. On the planning, they meet on the 3rd Thursday of the month. They met the day after the zoning board, whatever date I just read off. Deputy Chairman Mr. Dunn filled in because Eric is a fireman in New York City and he was a bit late, but he did arrive early enough to be a part of everything that went on with the meeting. Pine Hills was before them. They have the property at the entrance of Corbin Hill between the old, Perry Spacone's Cafe there, and that area up there. They were, have some challenges with the DOT and a couple of other ones, but they were moving forward. Also, at that meeting was Rick Minicozy for 341 Main Street, which is the church, the old church, and they are going to have a public hearing on that property. The 3rd Thursday, I believe, is July 21st, here in person at Town Hall, and I've seen a ton of conjecture on certain pages of Facebook. Right here's the information. It's on our website. The plans are on there. The minutes are on there. Everything you need to know is in this building, and people can email me if they want to. At my town email, I do not respond to Facebook messages for town business. So that'll be on the 3rd Thursday here, the public hearing for the old church on Main Street. The building department, I was in the office with Phil today. He's pretty busy, so John O'Rourke's going to be in town in a few days. John's going to come into that office with me either Wednesday morning or Thursday morning, and we're going to give some work out to him to try and keep on top of some of these things. He's doing okay, but I told him we're going to apportion some out because it's starting to get pretty busy. With the sewer, after the June 5th incident at the pump station on Overlook Drive, which I reported on the last meeting, it was noted that the easement behind the homes along Bridge Terrace have been well overgrown, and one manhole was not able to be located. So I would like to thank Pat Patterson and Greg Marr of the Highway Department. Very expeditiously, they brought in a brush hog, they cleared it, and there's one manhole still missing, and it appears that there might be one homeowner filling over part of that easement. We'll address that professionally, but we're not going to let it go 5 and 6 years anymore. We're going to cut it every year and keep on top of that. In the history for the 150th year of the Town of Highlands pub crawl department. So Ronnie asked me to give a plug, and there was some confusion on Facebook. The pub crawl is on July 2nd from 4 to 6 p.m. It starts at Benny Havens. There is a donation of $20 per person, and that money will go toward the Historical Society, and I think that includes a 1-year membership in that society if you contribute. Don't hold me to that, but I think that's what I'm reading here. It doesn't include the drinks at these establishments. I think they're going to 9 different establishments. I hope everybody makes it to the 9th one, I really do. And people can call her to get booked, because you have to have a reservation, at 446-0400, and her email is rcoffee@highlands.org. highlandfallsny.org. It's on the website, not that hard to find. And my final thing is Olga's here. I'm always glad to see her. Olga, with the Citizens Environmental Advisory Committee, has done a great job. We've done the charging station, the community choice aggregation, people with recycling has been significantly increased, all good work. And there are some people, Cindy Modlin just moved away, and Mindy Kimball will be moving away. And so that committee could use some new energy, and they do good work. And when are we meeting? Is it the 8th of July we're meeting, Olga, at the community garden? Okay, so I hope people come. I will be there. I have a garden there, actually. I will be there. I hope that people come. It's a great committee, and they do good work. And I hope there's some people come, and we get some more members on that committee. And if there's anything you'd like to add later, please do so. And that's about, I'm covered. That's it.
Thank you, sir.
That leaves me.
That leaves you. No, it leaves you and Aaron, and you're taking Aaron's place to give the report that is at the beginning of our meeting.
I am. So Aaron asked me to pass along just some information about the activities going on through everything he's part of here in town. Long Pond is open daily from 11 till 5 until Labor Day. It's $5 for an adult, $3 per child. You can pay at the gate now and no longer have to do it online. We will be back out of normal operations next season. I'm not sure what that means, anybody, but anyway, daily 11 to 5 right now. Roe Park Pool is open from 12 to 5 p.m. daily. There's an adult senior swim from 5 to 6 p.m. So if you want to take advantage of that, of course, that pool is free. Just got to be a town resident. Summer rec program starts tomorrow, Tuesday at 9 a.m. So far, there's about 100 kids registered, and that program runs to August 12th. So if you want to become part of summer rec, show up at Roe Park. I mean, I'm sure you could sign up there. They're also doing movie nights, expecting to have 2 family movie nights in the park, starting in July, and 1 in July and 2 in August. More information will be coming as they get that put together. Summer Sandlots, which is a Little League and Ponytail program, it's expected to start free summer baseball and softball programs for any children in the community wishing to participate. More info to be posted soon again about Summer Sandlots. The Community Food Pantry. Funding has been approved by the county to run our food program again this summer from the end of June until the end of August. We will set up shop in front of Highland Falls Intermediate School again, and it will be available to all residents in the town of Highlands who are in need. So again, the Community Food Pantry, always a great program, help out our fellow residents. And regarding counselors and lifeguards, all total, about 35 O'Neill students are working the recreation program this summer. So we're grateful to those students turning out and doing their summer work. That's it from Aaron. Tiffany Montalisi up there at the Highway Department, she oversees our dial-up bus program. Just wants to remind everybody that bus runs from 8 to 3:30, Monday through Friday. You got to be 16 or older to ride it without a chaperone. We are using the dial-up bus for a couple of things extra this summer. Coming up, I'm sure a lot of people have heard, is the Dancing Under the Stars Night Out, provided, it's being done by the Town of Highlands Chamber of Commerce. And that's July 3rd, Sunday, down at Mine Dock Park from 6 to 10 p.m. Now, the parking is limited down there, so we're going to be running the dial-up bus starting at about 5:45 p.m. from Lot 2 here in Highland Falls, and from the lot by Ritchie's down in Fort Montgomery. And the dial-up bus will be just rotating in and out of Mine Dock Park for people to shuttle down, and again, avoiding, there's a minimal parking down there. And it will run till approximately 30 minutes after the event, or when everybody gets home, whatever is needed. They're also using the dial-up bus for the Summer Enchantment Program Family Day on July 18th. You can find more information at the Community Center. Ann Molina and the group up here uptown. That is it.
It is, huh?
Is that enough?
No, let's give us some more.
I was trying to live up to my colleague.
For that Dancing Under the Stars, there is no rain date.
There is no rain date.
That's it.
It's happening, yep, July 3rd.
Right. Okay.
And I know the village has something going on here, Memorial Park on July 2nd. I don't have the information on that. So, yeah, it's a whole weekend of
That's
activity.
the pub crawl.
And the
4 to
pub crawl.
6. And Danny, Zint, and the Cruisers
And the
are playing
Cruisers.
at 6 p.m. at Memorial Park.
Thank you, Richie.
And I was approached with the Dancing Under the Stars about taking some evening drone photographs. I won't be here because I have tickets for an event at Bethel Woods that have been postponed for the last 2 years due to COVID.
Jeez.
So I won't be in town that night.
How come?
I gotta go rock and roll. I got, you know what I mean?
Can't you from Bethel Woods fly your drone down here and take the pictures? No? Okay.
I don't think so.
All right, okay.
Thanks, Bob.
Justin, you have anything?
Just the agenda items.
Chief, you have anything? Yes, you do. Come on up here.
Yes, I do, okay. Mark Restivo, an officer that we had hired at the beginning of the month, rethought his commitment. He's working with the sheriff's department part-time and just doesn't want to be working almost full-time since he retired. So he got sworn in and then he resigned.
Okay,
That's it.
that's it?
That's it.
Okay. I'll ask for a motion to accept the resignation of Mark Restivo, contingent on us getting a letter in writing, of course, from him. And once we get the letter, we'll approve the resignation.
I'll make that motion to accept his resignation.
I'll be seconding that motion.
All in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
All right, thank
He
you.
interviewed well. He was very flamboyant.
That's too bad. All right, I'm sure no one's noticed the ceiling dripping on them or what have you, but our roof, for quite a while now, has been in need of repair. When I say repair, it's going to be totally ripped off. The membrane, is that what it's called, membrane? We put down on it. It's going to be taken care of. We put it out to bid. We received one bid. On Friday, June the 24th, the bid opening was held at 2 o'clock for the reference project. Project was advertised for bid in the Cornwall Local on May the 27th, 2022, with bids being due on June the 24th, 2022. One bid was received from Precision Roofing in the amount of $88,500. We reviewed the bid form and found it to be acceptable. Upon concurrence of the town attorney, our office would recommend award of this project to Precision Roofing in the amount of $88,500. By copy of this letter, we are forwarding copies of the complete bid package submitted by Precision Roofing for review and final approval. We trust the above is sufficient for your needs. However, if you have any questions, let us know. John O'Rourke, Lincoln Tully. Justin, do you have any problems with the bid package?
No, no problems with what I was provided, and I prepared a resolution for you to award the bid in connection with.
Okay, I don't have the resolution handy, so if you would just read it off. And
Certainly, it's as straightforward as that. You just gave all the important details, right? Mike and Tully prepared a project scope. We've held a public hearing on certain portion of the expenditures. Bids were received June 24th, and Lincoln Tully did an analysis of the bids and found them to be sufficient and recommends that the bid be awarded to Precision Roofing, $88,500.
I have a motion to approve the
I'll make the motion.
resolution.
I'll be seconding that.
All in favor?
Aye.
Oh, no, I'm sorry.
That's okay.
Roll call.
Councilmember Sullivan?
Aye.
Councilmember DeWitt?
Aye.
And Supervisor Lindsay?
Aye. Okay. Just to note, for anyone that isn't familiar with what we do, on our bids, when we receive a bid, it's in our annual meeting bylaws or what have you, that all bids are to be opened here in the town hall, witnessed by the town clerk or her deputy, by the town supervisor or his deputy, and the timing and everything has got to be right, the bid package has got to be right, so it's done above board and proper. Okay, I have a letter from John Willis of the Rotary. Seems I've been getting this letter for a lot of years, but anyway, they want to do the Storm King Run. The Rotary puts that on. It will be on Sunday, August the 28th. And net proceeds from the run will benefit the Rotary Scholarship Fund, which provides funding for college to local high school students. The race starts in Highland Falls, just north of Washington Gate, proceeds along New York 218, cruising a short distance into the town of Cornwall, and then returning to the finish line near Washington Gate. I have the permit here. I'll ask for a motion to approve the supervisor signing the permit.
I'll make that motion.
I will second that motion.
And Chief, I'll give you a copy of the letter, and we'll see if, I think you can contact them if they need any help from us.
I got an email from them with the request that we have to sign also, so
Excellent, good.
I don't know that you voted.
Okay, after a lot
Oh.
of years of us owning the,
No, there was a motion on a second, but I don't think they voted.
no vote. I have a motion and a second. All in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
So carried, thank you.
Thank you.
Maybe.
Yeah. For many years, Dial-A-Bus has been kept outside, and in particular during the wintertime. We would like to get a bus port for the Dial-A-Bus to get us through the winter. As of today, and since 2020, all capital, operating, and planning activities are 100% reimbursable under the CARES funding with the FTA for the Dial-A-Bus operation. So the Dial-A-Bus chairman, what we call her, supervisor, and that would be Tiffany Montalese, is asking for us to approve a quote of $13,845. The quote may be adjusted just slightly because the quote is missing a side door as part of the installation. Our purchasing policy says that anything under $34,000 just has to be approved by the comptroller and myself. So I just want to bring the town board into this and ask for your permission for me to approve the port. Justin, you're looking like I'm saying something wrong.
Oh, no, if she got the recommended amount of quotes from the purchasing policy, I just wasn't clear from the way you said
No,
it there.
she needs 3 quotes, yes.
Yep.
Yes. I think that's the lowest quote.
And the
Yeah,
13,000?
actually, currently, the lowest quote I have is for $13,845.
Terrific.
And that's fully covered by wherever the money's coming
Yeah,
from?
yeah,
Okay.
yeah.
So obviously, I'll make a motion, to accept that, then I'll have a discussion after a second.
Second?
Second.
Discussion.
With the things we think we're gonna do possibly down at the sewer plant.
Yeah.
Just as long as this thing can be strategically placed, where it's not in the way of that, which I think he can, back where he keeps the snow plows and all that.
Right, yeah.
In that area,
Yeah.
so I'm good with it.
All the way in the far back corner there, yeah, good. And that has to be thought about when they build it.
And now we have to vote, we didn't do that yet.
Huh?
Now we have to vote, we didn't do that yet, we first and seconded.
All those in favor?
Aye.
So carried.
Sorry about that.
No, that's all right. Okay, clean energy internship. Olga, jump in here anywhere that I'm messed up with this. I met the young lady, interviewed her, if you will, and not a formal interview, but I kind of started off by saying, what do you think you're going to be doing? And stuff like that. But we do have one glitch. We got a letter from, and this is just today, so that her application is incomplete. And this is from NYSERDA. So we have to square away what they're looking for before she is finally hired. Do you know anything about this?
I believe I was copied on that email from NYSERDA.
Okay.
It's really, seems to me, a formality.
Okay.
Just as some additional documentation on how the work is going to be progressing. So I think we can take care of that right away.
All right. Okay. But there's a very nice choice, nice young lady. I surprised her. She was upstairs doing some paperwork, and I asked for her to come down, and she wasn't intimidated. Not that I intimidate people, but she wasn't intimidated at all, and answered my questions very satisfactorily. Is there any public comment? Anything? Any public comment on anything? Okay, being there's no public comment, I'll ask for an executive session requested by our attorney for discussion of the police contract and a discussion of the vacancy on the town board. I have a motion?
I'll make that motion.
Second?
All in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Okay. We will not